the things that people trying to do is trying to outparent their parents, right? So for instance, growing up, you always had something that you felt like you didn't have growing up, right? So let's just say it was material stuff. I know for me, I didn't have my first name brand pair of sneakers, so I was a 10-year-old. Before that, we used my mom to go to Payless, or whatever it was called back then with the Bobos. We had the hard plastic sneak with the, I mean, it sounded like you was tap dancing when you was playing the gym class, bro. Crazy like that.
Hard hitting the floor.
Yo, it like, yeah, they go flying, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But so what we did, so what a lot of us did, and I'm gonna say majority single mothers, what they did is, okay, I make sure my son is fly, my daughter fly. So they replacing, and they forgetting like, yo, your mom and your dad, even though you didn't have fly gear, you didn't have, I never had a triple down boots back in the day. We had still the coats from the cheap stores and Goodwill gear. That's what I grew up in. So a lot of us are sitting up there pressing to go ahead and put Jordans on our kids' feet, every video game under the sun, and we not giving them the values that we grew up with. Like how not to talk back to your mom and your dad, how to go ahead and be in before the street lights came on. We forgetting all the core values we was taught because we trying to give them everything else material and electronic wise that we didn't have. It wasn't no pagers and beepers back then. If it was a beeper or a pager, it's because you was a doctor and you actually got called. That was that. Nobody had this stuff back in the day, but we sitting up there and we're trying to invoke all this stuff from our kids. We want our kids to stay up with everybody else, keep up with the Joneses and whatnot. So that's why our kids are suffering. We call these kids today lazy. These kids today are lazy because they get handed everything. If you got a video game back in the day, that's because your report card was efficient, or you did your chores without your mom, or your pop coming home. Boy, why the dishes ain't done?
You're right.
Like, you know what? You can handle this business. I'm gonna go ahead and get him a game. And you got the surprise on your pillow or on your bed, and when you came in, oh, here you go, son. You know what I mean? Nowadays, everything is expected to be given to you. That's why these kids don't want to come out and work for $8, $9 an hour. Man, that ain't no money. You need to be at this place for a certain amount of time before you start making money. Anybody gonna put you at top rate because you think you cute or whatever the case may be? Nah, man.
And you know what that does? When that kid becomes grown and too expensive for that parent, what is he gonna do? He hasn't learned what he needs to do to earn those things. Exactly. He hasn't learned anything about that, but he still wants it.
Yeah.
So he go out on the streets and he see how they're still getting it. And that's what happens. So you really, I look at stuff like that, man, and I'll be saying this too, man, and people get mad at me too. I mean, when you're doing that, in a sense, you're failing your child.
You do.
You're really failing your kid because you're not giving him what he needs. You're not showing him the real world.
I'm gonna tell you what it's called, dog.
What?
It's called child abuse. But you're not actually physically abusing your child. You mentally abused your child. And you don't even realize what you did because you didn't prepare that child for anything in the real world. So now he goes out, he gets a female, lays up with her, and then everything is okay because it's a warm body laying next to you. You got a man having sex with you. But now guess what happens now? Now you got a child or children. Your kids all they see is you and this man. Your interaction, sometimes positive, most time negative now. Oh, you don't never do nothing around here. You don't do this, you don't do that. You a grown ass man, you a baby, you a mama's boy. So now you set your child up again out here for failure. But then you set your daughter up to go out here and accept that kind of behavior. So nobody learned nothing. The daughter ain't learned shit, the son ain't learned nothing. You know what I mean? It's a whole failure all the way around.
Yeah, it is. I can see what you should do. That would be child abuse.